Thank you, Miss Garrett, for always being the most spirited person in the building. I remember when I was just a sophomore, my first day here, I walked into the library and you were so nice to me. That really made my experience at my first day at North so much better.
Jenny, I just want to give you a big shout out and thank you so much for the last 16 years that I've been teaching. You were so warm and so welcoming, and you're just always a good listener and a good friend. And thank you for just being caring and loving and caring just generally about everyone. We love you.
Thank you, Miss Garrett, for
being kind and funny.
I'd just like to thank Miss Garrett for going above and beyond as a librarian. She always makes everyone smile. She can just joke even if you're having a bad day. My favorite memory would be the first one I have of her, freshman year. She was introducing us to the library and she told us that she came over on a smuggled boat.
Miss Garrett, thanks for being so awesome.
Jenny Garrett, I thank you. You were one of the very first teachers that reached out to me 5 years ago when I moved to this school. I'll never forget how much you made me feel welcome here. I also see you on a daily basis, talking to students, loving on students, helping them to find a good book or just to be a good friend. I think you're an invaluable part of the school and can't imagine Norman North without you.
Thanks, Miss Garrett, for being such a G. You're awesome.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Garrett, so much for being the best library aide ever. I can't explain how much you have changed my high school experience. You rock, and even though I hate it when you call me Wilson, it means it's near and dear to my heart, so I thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Garrett, for being a positive influence on the library
And a friendly person to talk to.
Hey, Miss Garrett, this is Christian Medina. I just wanted to say how thankful I am for you and grateful for all the memories that we shared in high school. There's this one memory that I'll never forget about you, and it was me, you, and Mr. Bose were standing by your desk, and I was telling you this story about how earlier in that day, Mr. Bose had taken some scissors and cut off a tiny piece of my hair. And as I was telling you this story and I was complaining to you, you grabbed a giant chunk of my hair and you snipped it off with some scissors, and you just stood there and held a chunk of my hair in your hands. And I'll never forget how funny it was because you and Mr. Bose were on the ground cracking up, and it's just something I'll never forget. So thank you.
Thank you for always being a positive, cheery face we see when we walk in the library.
Thank you, Miss Garrett, for getting me the after-school tutoring gig. I just appreciate you and your humor so much. I also enjoyed you being my librarian when I went here at North. You're the best.
Thank you, Miss Garrett.